So today we'll do a quick project, quick video. Is on this vent window lock replacement. As you can see, it's real wobbly, it's real loose. It's kind of pitted out. I bought a new one just because I probably could have taken it apart and maybe just figured out what was going on with it, because I'm not trying to make it all super pretty, but it was like $25 I think for a whole new assembly with the spring, the pin, everything. And I was like, meh, I'll just take it all apart and do that. So first thing I'm gonna have to do is on the side here, it's probably kind of hard to see, you can see right in there, there's a little pin that you're gonna have to knock out. So I think the best way to do this is gonna be to, you can try doing it like this. I'll give it a shot. I could probably open the vent window and do it from the outside too, but this truck's lifted so high I really can't get my tripod much higher, so I'll try that. This is one I use for, it's a 5/16 like pin holder, so looks like it's coming out a little bit. Let's see if I can get it. Yeah, it's coming out a tiny bit more. Actually, I need to get some penetrating oil and put it on there, see if that helps. Just a little bit. Don't need much. So we really don't want this. It gets kind of messy after a while when you have to get it everywhere. There we go, that's coming out. There we go. This whole mechanism should come out because the pin's all the way out. I lost a spring, but it's okay. Yeah, I lost the spring, but that's okay. Not too worried about it. We've got a torque head screw in there, and I think this is a T30. Then we've got this wavy washer that goes in there. So let me go grab that torque screw and get that out. Okay, so I'm gonna hold this from the inside and there we go. That piece, and then here's the chrome head for the other one. So here's the old pieces. Here's all the new pieces. So we've got, this is my new chrome cap. What it's coming with is it's coming with two rubber grommets that go on the end of that. That's part of the reason why I just went and got a whole new kit, because the old one doesn't have those rubber pieces and you can't really just order them by themselves. So I've got two rubber grommets. I've got two springs that look identical. I've got two metal kind of washer things, and then I got that wavy washer, the screw. It's going to go in through there. Right. And then that screws into there. So take a look at the glass. Okay, so we got this on. This T30, I put a little bit of Loctite on it because I don't want it to keep spinning. And what I did was I wedged myself a screwdriver in here like this. I was able to tighten this because otherwise this whole cylinder was spinning with it. I didn't want that to happen. So put it up like that. Put that plastic washer in behind it. Then we got the wavy washer that's going to go back on there. And that's going to slide all the way in, because that's what also helps with the spring tension on the chrome part of the handle. So then we got this. I already started my pin just enough in there so that way it's solid and it's gonna not fall out while I'm doing all this stuff. So 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock position. In there you can see there's some little slots. That's where the pin goes, in like this. So you gotta get her through the hole, and then you gotta spin her so she's sits inside of there in those little spots, and then that's your spring for your spring-loaded part there. So what I do then is get that up inside of there. There's your lock position. So this wing back here is going to be against this. So you push the pin in, slide it up, and then when you slide back, you can see it goes, when it's coming up against this, it's going to lock into place. So it's not going to open up. You got to push that pin in, so that's your locking mechanism, so somebody can't pry that window open. So now what I got to do, push this back over here. I'm going to hold this in place because it's going to want to push off because it's got that wavy washer, and then it's got the spring inside of there. So I'm going to try and gently tap this with the hammer just to get it started enough that it'll hold on. And again, a little penetrating oil just for some lube. We needed to use it to get the old one out, but this one seems to be going just fine. I can't get it all the way flush in there because of the way this thing's shaped, but you can see it's a lot more solid. It's not wobbling around in there like the old one was. Push that down. It's probably gonna be a little tight in the beginning because it's all new. There we go. That's very tight. But push the button in, twist this thing up, and then just enough to get your window open. That's really tight, but that works for me. Works enough to keep that thing secured. I'm probably not going to be opening up that much anyways, but so you put on my plastic. There's a lot popping out on the other side there. So that should be it. That's how you put in your new vent window lock for an mid-80s K5 Blazer. So again, if you have any questions, put them in the comment box below, or feel free to comment. Please subscribe and like too, because I'm going to continue to make videos on minor repairs like this that I'm doing to the Blazer and the Corvette. So a little bit of things here, some modifications, upgrades, and repairs as I go along. I'll share them with you guys, and hope this helps.